of my game. Every day I'm on top of my.
Hey everybody, this is Sean B. Bradley, CEO of Dealer Synergy, and it is Make Money Mondays. Come on, what time is it? It is Make Money Mondays. It's Monday. We got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so we got the whole entire week to make that money. So what are we going to focus about this week? Well, this week is going to be about leadership. And it doesn't matter if you're not the dealer principal, you're not the general manager, we all have to be leaders. Whether we're leading, if we're a husband, like I am, I've got to lead my household as the man of the house. If it was my wife, she's got to lead as, a figure of authority in our household to me, her husband, to our kids. If I have my children, I have like a 14-year-old, she's got to be a leader for the kids. So it doesn't matter. Don't get understanding of the concept of leadership. Leadership doesn't have to be from the top down. You could be a leader at the lowest level of the dealership, whether you're a porter. You have to lead by example. And sometimes, and I mean this respectfully, sometimes I find people that are not the owners or the executive managers that have the best leadership skills. So with that being said, let's drill it down. I want to talk about setting an example in your dealership. Success in this industry is about relationships. It's relationship selling. And what I mean by that is that, yes, you have the 6-step, 8-step, 10-step road to the sale. You got your internet process. You've got your phone process. You've got your dealer synergy process. You've got your ABC, XYZ processes. But stop for a second. At the end of the day, what you need to do is to get people to like you, trust you, and believe you. That's the secret sauce of success in sales. You need to get people to like you, trust you, and believe you. So with that being said there, how do we get that to happen in the dealership? You cannot have a dealership culture where people are, quote, looking to crush somebody, looking to crack somebody like a baby seal, looking to take somebody to Cleveland. You get it? I've heard it all. You can't have that culture where people are trying to be shady or just shortcut their prospects. They're cutting corners. They're not doing full, delivery processes. They're not giving the people the stuff that they're entitled to. They're not honoring their commitments. They're not keeping their promises. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. They're not being professionals. Now, do we blame the mediocre employee? Do we blame the misguided employee? Do we blame the internet department, the BDC rep that's chaotic or unorganized? I don't want to blame anybody. What I'm going to do is not blame. I'm going to give you a suggestion. I'm going to give you a different way to do things. What you should do is start from the top down and identify a culture in your dealership. If the dealer principal is involved, sometimes the dealer principal is not involved, it's the general manager. So in this reference, I'm addressing the dealer principals or the general managers. It needs to start from the top, the way that you carry yourself to your employees. And specifically, do you have a good attitude? Are you like, I'm the dealer principal, I'm the GM, don't talk to me, you're not important enough to talk to me? I mean, then think about what message you're sending to your people. Think about how they're going to treat other people. So what you should do is make sure that you're treating your management team and your sales team the same way that you want those people to treat your prospects and your customers. It all starts by influence. Again, it all starts with influence. You have to lead by example. And before we get into tactical and work ethic, which is important, I'm just talking about common courtesy. If your people know that you are a partier, you're a drinker, and you do lines of coke in the bathroom, no disrespect, what do you think is going to set the precedent in their store? I know dealerships where some of the senior managers do less than professional things on the showroom and behind closed doors, but their employees know about it. Their employees talk about it. Sometimes, hell, the GMs of the dealers are doing it with their employees. What do you think this message sends to your employees? That A, that it's okay, and B, they could do it with other people. So positivity is contagious. So is negativity. So what you want to be able to do is lead your life as a leader, as pristine as possible. You're only human. I get that. But you need to be extra cautious for all the people that are watching you. all the people that you can influence, because the way that you carry yourself, the way that you talk, the language that you use, the things that you like, the things that you favored in your lifestyles will be things that people will try to emulate or at least take into account. So now it's just on a human level. On a work level, if you are a senior manager and all you do is delegate, I'm going to go play golf and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, that's great. But if you were an acting operating manager or acting operating owner and you don't do anything, that's cool. It's your business. But just what kind of message does it have? If you're not going to operate, then don't just take up space and bark out orders. And I mean no disrespect. I'm talking as a business owner to business owners. How do you get people to be productive and professional? By leading by examples. I got to tell you, the people that impress me the most, not that you have to do this, I know dealer principals that sweep the floors. Again, you're thinking, Sean, I run a multi-million-dollar business. I'm not going to sweep a floor. So that's another conversation to have. What I'm saying is that you should be willing to do whatever you need to do to make your dealership successful. Because if this is your store, if this is your dealership you own, if this is your dealership you're the general manager of, and if you're not willing to do whatever it takes, why the hell should your employees do whatever it takes to make you successful? If you're not even willing to do it for your own business. See, sometimes we get inflated. I have got inflated. I'm the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. Yeah, that could change. Economy, what have you. You know what I am? I'm a car salesman. At the end of the day, I sell cars. That's it. So I don't want to get that too much to my head. I'm a trainer, I'm a consultant. At the end of the day, I'm a car salesman. And I love it. You, at the end of the day, need to be a automotive professional. You need to be able to do a TO. Who's better than the owner or the general manager to do a TO, in my opinion? Who's better to watch in action, to handle a situation? I got to tell you, sometimes proactive management is better than reactive management. What is the difference, Sean? I don't understand. What's proactive versus reactive management? Well, proactive management is when a manager inserts themselves. So, for example, if I am a proactive general manager or dealer principal, and I could just go through all the departments. I could turn around, and I'll just do a couple for here. So, on the showroom floor, I could turn around and bitch, complain, yell, scream, and hold court, so to speak, in the showroom. Or I could turn around if I hear something that's not perfect, if I hear something that I think I could do differently or better, I'm not going to turn around and be like, bah, 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 bah. I'm going to be like, let me jump in. And I will insert myself proactively and professionally into whether it's a conversation on the phone, a conversation in the showroom, a TO situation, an internet situation. What you want to be able to do is be proactive. Lead by example. Show your people how you've done it. If you achieve the status of dealer principal or general manager or GSM or sales manager or closer or TO manager, you've done something right in your career. For the most part. Some people are lucky and they're born into it and their parents own dealerships. But to keep those positions and keep those dealerships open, you have to have experiences. Share your experiences. Share your tenacity. Share your commitment. Share your skills. Share what you've learned. Now, let's go to the intermediate management. If you're a GSM or sales manager, especially when you have less admin, more tactical stuff, you need to be involved. And here's the influence factor. So this workshop is not just leadership, I'd say it's influence. Gosh, influence is such a powerful thing. You ever see like people on TV that the news kicks in, they seem like a nice person, they would never see them do anything crazy, but when they get together, they're part of a lynch mob, or they're part of a riding squad. If you flock together in your dealership in a negative way, negativity happens. But if you flock together with prosperity, success, and just positive feelings, that's gonna be the result. So again, follow me on this. If you want to have your culture positive in your dealership, your management, I started with dealers and GMs, your intermediate managers, your sales managers, your desk guy, your GSM, your desk girl, whomever, you want to make sure that your opinions are tainted in a positive way. For example, I deal with internet and BDC a lot. And sometimes the internet director, the BDC director, feels righteously that the showroom, the GSM, or the sales managers don't believe in the internet, don't believe in the BDC, don't believe in the call center, don't believe in this and that. And they're very vocal. They're like, if you are negative in front of other employees, especially subordinates, how do you think they're going to react or treat the internet department or BDC? You don't want to have a negative effect, especially unintentionally or especially intentionally. So again, what I'm saying is that if you don't agree with something, if you don't like something, if you don't believe in something, keep it to yourself. Talk to your dealer principal or GM. Talk to the internet director. Don't turn around and make fun of or diminish or minimize the efforts of any other department, any other employee. You should never, ever do that. You should only have a positive vision and a positive focus of perpetuating success in your dealership. Salespeople. Bringing it down to the front lines, the grunts, the soldiers of this. If you're a salesperson, you don't want to go into the clique group and perpetuate negativity of another person, an internet person, a receptionist, or what have you. It is important that you lead by example. Again, I'm not saying that there's a ton of bullying going on. There might be, there might not be. But you shouldn't be part of somebody else talking down to another coworker. You should not be part of someone talking down or about a prospect or a client, somebody that's giving you and your dealership revenue, opportunity to have a career. Again, this might be a little confusing, but it all starts with getting your mind right at your dealership. You cannot truly be successful, sell more cars more often and more profitably if you have a crappy attitude. If you perceive the glass as half empty, if you perceive that this sucks, this person sucks, that person sucks. You have to have a positive attitude and you have to lead by example, no matter what your position is. Dealer principal, general manager, GSM, sales manager, TO manager, internet director, BDC director, fixed ops director, service director, parts manager, body shop manager, it doesn't matter. We're all on the same team. Your dealership, you're on the same team. You have to be focused and united on one common goal of selling as many cars as often as profitable as possible. So again, this is Make Money Mondays. I just want you to focus on being the leader that you should be. And at the very least, don't be the person that's perpetuating negativity. I don't care what your title or your rank is. It's just not productive or conducive to doing business. Thank you.